to share another resource with you all. So this is a Lookfor tool. So when you're doing observations and depending on what you're looking for, your Lookfor tool may change, right? So you can change your Lookfor tool at any time. But at this point, this particular Lookfor tool talks about board configuration, right? There's certain things that you would like on the board when you walk into a classroom. If there's a framework for that particular subject, this Lookfor tool can be looked all over, right? Looked at in different disciplines, different subjects, so forth and so on, right? So like I said, board configuration, if they're on pace for that particular subject, if the classroom is clear and clutter free, right? We want the classroom to be clean and clutter free. And you see the particular measures here are evident, somewhat evident, not evident, or NA, depending on what the classroom is, the space in which you are, all of those things, right? So board configuration, if you're on pace, if the classroom is free and clutter free, if they have an adherence to a framework, right? So this particular one talks about a do now, 10 minutes, ensuring that the launch is only 10 minutes. So you're explaining whatever the learning target is. That should be no more than 5 minutes. Teacher directed instruction, 20 minutes. Work period. You want the students to be able to practice with whatever strategy that they're using for majority of the work period. So it's about 45 minutes. Closing exit taking about 5 minutes. Again, so it's broken up into different, categories. You have classroom instruction, instructional approach, and then that intentional monitoring, right? So we have all of those particular measures under classroom instruction. Here under instructional approach, you have, is the teacher using total participation or random student selection? So you may have popsicle sticks. You may print out the roster, with everybody's name on it, and you may check the names off as you call those particular students because you want that engagement, right? Is the teacher providing advancing feedback rather than just saying, oh, that's good, or oh, that's great? You're providing advancing feedback to the learning target. We want 95 to 100% of our students actively participating on the assigned task, definitely in the instructional approach. And then here in the intentional monitoring, during the work period, does the teacher circulate the desk or the tables or whatever it is that you have or flexible seating? But we want to make sure that the teacher is circulating the desk. Is that evident? Is it somewhat evident? Is it not evident? Is it in a during guided instruction? Or is the teacher checking for understanding every 3 to 5 minutes and using that random selection to check for understanding? And then are they collecting data, right, to make sure that the students are mastering the learning target? So by the time you get to the exit ticket, you know what to do. Or for the next day, you know how to sort of group your small groups. So this particular Lookfor tool can change, right? The categories may stay the same. So when it comes to classroom instruction, instructional approach, and intentional monitoring, we want to be doing all of those things because that is the best practice. Those are best practices. But within those classroom instruction, within that instructional approach, or within that intentional monitoring, are we providing that feedback, that just-in-time feedback, to the students? So this is an awesome Lookfor tool. We used it. And I created it about a couple of months ago. So if you have any questions about this particular Lookfor tool or how to create a Lookfor tool, please feel free to reach out to me. And I'll be more than welcome to sort of support the process. So awesome. Thank you for sharing and thank you for listening.